That's 2 partners you lost. Your partner died. Dude, that is the best death scene ever. No! That is the best death.
Thank you very thanks for the money, dummies.
My voices. Why am I toxic?
Do what gives you pleasure and fuck everyone else. Stop supporting.
Hello everyone, a 40-year-old jackass dressed up like Pikachu in a vest here. I also go by DSP on the internet. And welcome to my official recap and reactions series of videos regarding the Summer Game Fest 2022. That's right, I'm currently going to contact Wings of Redemption, Boogie, LTG, who else should I contact on the internet? I'm going to contact everyone and we're going to do a 6-player co-op. We're going to destroy the internet with this. It's happening. Anyway. Okay. Up next. I don't know what this game is because it was so quick. It was like Super Pegugri has a beta on August 16th. I haven't, but I don't think that he can come up with very good material for himself, at least based on this segment. There was absolutely nothing funny in this segment at all. It was pretty bad. Like very, oh my god, ultra cringe. I don't think I've ever seen The Rock and cringe. Today I saw Dwayne Johnson at Summer Game Fest and I cringed. And I'm saying this as a 40-year-old man, wild zany character, and here's some explosions. Okay? What about the game though? And the weird thing about this is, I think that they're purposely doing this. It seems to me like what they're doing is they're trying to sell you on reasons to get the game without actually showing you the game. And I don't know if that's because maybe the game doesn't look so good or doesn't play so good, or maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe they're just afraid of like tons of or doing work for the Air Force. It's like a button-down shirt. That's like a uniform shirt, formal dress pants, and that's exactly how he was dressed in.
Then I remind generic white male that Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
Okay. Actually be doing you a disservice, you a viewer of my content, if I didn't tell you that, in my opinion, is fucking robbery. That is actually stealing money from the customer base. There is no way that anyone at Naughty Dog or Sony can justify a $70 price tag for a game you played on PlayStation 3 and again on PlayStation 4 with no new aspects to it.
It has not been easy for me. And, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into Manhattan.
I'll have to ask my accountant about that.
Mr. Conrad.
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight.
Julian! I don't know where I felt like I get a little drink around.
Same story, same game. Bullshit. This is ridiculous robbery at this point, okay? And I said it on my pre-stream today, and I'm going to say it again. The only reason they think they can get away with this is because 2 years ago, they pulled the scam of the century, all right? Now, for clarification purposes, I want to say I am actually a proponent and a fan of more representation in games. For the longest fucking time, every video game was either the big, Adonis-looking, handsome protagonist, rippling with muscles and shooting guns wildly like an asshole, a Rambo-style character.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more!
You're goddamn right.
Universe. Use new weapons. Take on a whole new alien menace. It's available on June 30th and blah blah. None of that. None. So why have this on the show? Right? It blows my mind. You wasted your time and your money. The only people who understood what you presented, abbreviations. Yes. They actually made a video game. They've done it. That when you take the title together and you abbreviate it, it's the abbreviation for going to sleep because you're so bored. They've done it. I couldn't believe it. And I couldn't even stop laughing during this segment. Now, what was presented was the game is not an RPG style, it's action-based. So think of the combat of, say,
Phil, you make me angry, Phil. Could have just grabbed one of these, Phil.
2,000 years later.
Did you guys, and by the way, thank you to the anonymous $3 tipper. I'll read that out in a second. Did you guys know? I had no idea about this. Did you guys know the original Sonic the Hedgehog 3 soundtrack had input from Michael Jackson and one of his writers? And because of that...
Well, he's fairly intelligent. He's full of shit.
Anyway, all that being said, can we give some information on when the game is coming out? No. Oh, okay. All we can announce is that it's existing and it's being developed. Okay. So that's what you had to show us in The Last of Us. Well, what else do you have to show us today, Mr. Druckmann? Oh, more Last of Us. Oh, okay. What do you have? The Last of Us television show. Here's a still from the show. It's the still they've shown on the internet forever. I've seen this still a
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
million times. It's not a new still. Okay. Great. Now, what else do you have to say about the show? Well, I had the honor of directing one of the episodes. Good for you. Okay, what else do you have? Oh, we have a special surprise. All right. I have two of the actors from the show. And who is it? It's Ashley and Troy, the people who are the voice actors of Ellie and Joel in The Last of Us.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
Where people who are already playing the game are going to buy it. So why did you have the segment? Anyway, up next were two games from the same studio. And apologies because I did not write down the name of the studio. What is it? Hoyo something? The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. So, don't know anything about that, but interesting. Do I ever wear PJs when I go to sleep? I actually get into a nice big onesie. You know the onesies where it actually has, the leg goes all the way down, covers your foot, and it has that, like, that special texture on the bottom of the foot, so you need to wear a slipper or a shoe. You just have, you put your feet into it. So it's a full body onesie. And I put it up. Wearing a Pikachu hat, gunner glasses, and a beige vest in front of an audience of hundreds and arguably thousands who will watch this video. And you might say, well, you make us cringe. You're right. But he wasn't trying. He was actually trying to, like, be funny. It was very bad, okay? I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I actually like him. That it was terrible. It was a terrible segment in general. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Me. Need to see oil rig for a third time. We know what it is. Can you please show us what we all want to know to see if we're going to play or buy your game? No. Okay, so fuck off then. No, really. This whole segment didn't need to be on the show at all. It was a complete and utter waste of the viewer's time. Even if you're invested in Call of Duty, this was a waste of your time. They just didn't care. They wanted to waste everyone's fucking time. That pisses me off. Do something meaningful if you're going to take up our time. Don't just show fluff bullshit no one cares about. We want the multiplayer. Shout out to Taru, who has tipped me $4.20. Says, get what you're saying about being funny. Sorry if I'm being harsh. Falling back on constant criticism and negativity to fill dead air is hack and never lands with chat. Being funny is really natural talent. You can't talk and expect laughs. Okay. You guys probably have no idea what he's talking about because it's something we were talking about before I started recording. Okay.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything.
Shit. It's the same exact missions with slight tweaks, but it's going to be the same fucking campaign we just played like 2 years ago in that remaster. They didn't even try to change it. It's the same shit again, a third time. Okay? Now, what do most people buy Call of Duty for? The multiplayer. What do most people want to know about? All right? So here we are 2 years later, and Neil Druckmann is saying, we are now going to take that mode you were supposed to get as part of what you paid for 2 years ago, and we're going to sell it as a separate game. It's up to you to judge how you feel about that, okay? I'm trying to represent this objectively. Some people don't care, some people do. Do you want my take? I think it's shitty. At the same time, if they are actually extrapolating upon it and making it a really fully fledged, full-featured game, okay, then
Worthless specimen, get that ass banned.